Emma loved books. They were her escape, her comfort. In the library, she wasn't shy, Emma. She was brave, she was strong. She could be anyone she wanted. Northwood High School was prestigious. It was also old. Stories clung to its hallways like cobwebs. Whispers of past students, of secrets hidden within the school's very foundation. Emma tried not to think about them as she wandered through the stacks. Sunlight streamed through the arched windows, painting dust motes onto the worn spines. The scent of old paper and leather filled the air, a familiar and soothing aroma. This was her haven. Emma traced her fingers along the spines, her heart calm, her mind at peace. This was where she belonged, surrounded by stories yet to be discovered. Little did she know she was about to become part of one herself. Northwood High School stood tall and proud, its brick facade weathered by time. Established in 1888, it had seen generations pass through its hallowed halls, each student leaving their own mark, their own story etched into the school's history. Students whispered of strange occurrences, lights flickering, footsteps echoing in empty corridors, the faint scent of lavender appearing out of thin air. Legends passed down through the years, each story more chilling than the last. Emma had heard the whispers. She always dismissed them as overactive imaginations, yet a shiver ran down her spine whenever she was alone in the halls. A feeling of being watched, of not being alone. Unbeknownst to Emma, these whispers held a grain of truth, a truth that was about to unfold before her very eyes, a truth that would change her life forever. It was a Friday afternoon and the library was deserted. Emma sat at her usual table, engrossed in a book. The only sounds were the ticking of the old clock and the rustling of pages as she turned them. Suddenly the air grew cold. Emma shivered, pulling her sweater tighter around her. A faint scent of lavender tickled her nose, so out of place in the musty library. Then she saw her, a girl, no older than Emma, standing across the table. Her form was translucent, shimmering like heat waves on a summer day. Her eyes, a deep blue, held a look of sadness so profound it made Emma's chest ache. This was no ordinary girl. This was a ghost. Fear threatened to consume Emma, but the sadness in the ghost's eyes held her captive. The ghost spoke, her voice a soft whisper that sent shivers down Emma's spine. "My name is Lily," she murmured, her voice like wind chimes, "and I need your help." Emma's heart pounded in her chest. She'd never spoken to a ghost before. Lily's voice, filled with desperation, tugged at Emma's compassion. She couldn't turn away. "Help you?" Emma stammered, her voice barely a whisper. "But you're a ghost." "What can I do?" Lily reached out, her hand passing through Emma's. "I have been forgotten," she whispered, her voice filled with sorrow. "Help me remember. Help them remember me." Intrigued and terrified, Emma agreed to help Lily. The library, once her sanctuary, now held an eerie tension. The scent of lavender lingered, a constant reminder of Lily's presence. Days turned into nights as Emma delved into the school's archives. Yearbooks, old newspapers and dusty files became her companions. She searched for any mention of Lily, her heart pounding with each page she turned. Finally, in a faded yearbook from 1924, she found her. Lily Evans, a bright-eyed girl with a mischievous smile. There was a short article about her, a tragic accident that claimed her life within the school walls. It was a story barely whispered about anymore, lost to time. Lily was right, she had been forgotten, but Emma wouldn't let her be forgotten any longer. Emma knew what she had to do. She had to remind everyone of Lily, to give her the recognition she deserved. But the thought of speaking up, of revealing Lily's existence, filled her with dread. She confided in her best friend Sarah, who listened with wide eyes and a racing heart. Sarah's initial skepticism faded as Emma recounted her encounters with Lily and showed her the evidence she had found. With Sarah's support, Emma found her voice. She approached the school principal, her hands trembling, her voice a nervous tremor. To her surprise, the principal listened patiently, his gaze filled with compassion. He, too, had heard the whispers, had felt the presence that lingered within the school walls. The news of Lily's story spread through the school like wildfire. Students, initially skeptical, were captivated by the tale of the forgotten ghost. Emma, once invisible, found herself at the center of it all. With the help of the principal and her fellow students, Emma organized a memorial service for Lily. They gathered in the school auditorium, the air thick with anticipation and a hint of trepidation. Emma stood on the stage, her heart pounding in her chest. She shared Lily's story, her voice gaining strength with each word. She spoke of Lily's love for music, her infectious laughter, and her kind heart. The auditorium was silent, everyone captivated by Emma's words. As Emma spoke, she felt a shift in the atmosphere. The air, once heavy with sadness, now hummed with a gentle warmth. Lily's presence, once cold and distant, felt closer, more real. It was as if Lily was listening, her spirit finding solace in Emma's words. The memorial service became a celebration of Lily's life. Students shared their own stories, their own experiences within the school walls. They sang songs, recited poems, and offered words of comfort and remembrance. For the first time since her passing, Lily was truly seen, truly heard. The fear that had clung to her spirit began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of peace and belonging. As the service drew to a close, Emma felt a gentle touch on her shoulder. Turning, she saw Lily standing beside her, a soft smile gracing her lips. Lily's form, once translucent and shimmering, now glowed with a warm, ethereal light. "Thank you," Lily whispered, her voice filled with gratitude. "You helped them remember me." Tears welled up in Emma's eyes as she watched Lily fade away, her spirit finally at peace. The scent of lavender lingered in the air, a final farewell from the girl who had been forgotten for far too long. The library remained Emma's sanctuary, but it was no longer a place of solitude. It was now a place of remembrance, a place where Lily's memory lived on. Emma continued to visit, often sensing Lily's presence in the gentle rustling of pages and the faint scent of lavender. Emma's encounter with Lily had changed her. The shy, timid girl had found her voice, her courage. She learned that even the smallest voice can make a difference, that even the most forgotten soul deserves to be remembered. And so Emma continued to share Lily's story, ensuring that the girl who once haunted the halls of Northwood High School would never be forgotten again. For in remembering Lily, they honored her memory and embraced the courage to face their own fears, just like Emma had.